everybody, out for a workout. A little bit more snow falling from the sky today. It's gonna be a little noisy. Got the highway right to my left here. So been talking a lot about strength and how we can achieve what I consider the most important, potent type of strength that we need to for runners while we're out running, rather than achieving that in the gym. And today, my workout specifically is based around a triphasic approach where I'm training concentric, eccentric, and isometric strength. And I've divided it into two segments. This first segment, you can see the hill. It's a gradual hill, maybe 6% grade. And I am doing about 15-second, no, they're about 20-second hill repeats at just a strong, steady effort, working on my form, but more importantly, working on my force production into the ground to propel myself up the hill. So again, they're just nice and strong and working on that force production. That force production when we take off is the concentric motion or movement or strength in this segment. It's the taking off. If you're talking about a squat, it's not the squat down, but it's the squat up. A lot of the focus of strength in general goes to this area, which I believe is kind of lower on the priority totem pole. When I finish my 20-second hill repeat, I walk for the first half of the hill back down to get recovery. And then when I hit halfway down the hill, I begin doing some of my drills downhill to focus on the isometric strength. And that just means that I am doing a drill, landing, going downhill, and pausing and holding that landing or sticking that landing for a 1-2 count. That's the eccentric. So this is a very, very important part of strength that nobody talks about, is that we have our concentric is the taking off and we have the landing, but in between is a very, very short moment in time that your body is static to make that transfer from the landing to the taking off. And this is a crucial part of our strength and health as runners. We want to develop this isometric strength so that after the landing and that moment in time is as quick as possible back off the ground. So by coming down the hill after my uphill interval, these drills are training that isometric hold. Okay, so that's segment number one. And let's go over to segment number two, where it's going to be downhill running. Nice fall colors with some white stuff in the peaks. Home is right down there in the trees. Headed over to the downhill hill. The downhill hill. All right, right down there is the downhill. It's going to take me about 15 seconds to get down. This is going to be a relaxed, controlled downhill run where I'm just really trying to focus on running as relaxed as I can. And most important, with good foot strike. Really focused on striking subtly with the forefoot. On this downhill running, it's the eccentric strength that we are working. Because of the downhill grade, I am working on the landing. That's the eccentric work today. Okay, and some isometric, but not as much. And that's why we did the drills first, to reinforce that isometric strength, taking it now into eccentric, which I feel is really, really beneficial, really, really potent for runners that is not really focused on. And so this is just gonna reap huge benefits for your performance and for your health and longevity as a runner, okay? But like I mentioned, when running downhill, it can be either good or bad, just like any other parts of your form, okay? We have to do this properly. We have to focus on foot strike and propelling us forward, not braking, okay? So land, push forward, land and push forward, all while being as relaxed as possible and get better through time. On the uphill, for my recovery, since the downhill won't be as taxing as running uphill fast, I am going to focus on running back up the hill with as high a cadence as possible, but as easy as possible. Now, running back up with high cadence as easy as possible, or I should say as slow as possible, it's going to feel really fun. Funky. It's going to feel more like a drill. It's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel unnatural. Okay, that's okay. See it as a drill. Okay, you're going to feel like you're just kind of spinning in motion, but that's the point. Okay, it's neuromuscular. And since we're going back uphill as easy and as quick as possible with your feet, we're training your legs to get off the ground in an uphill environment that's going to improve your climbing. So give this a try. If you're short on time one day, just do this as a standalone workout on a shorter day as a strength workout, or mesh it in the middle of a longer run and then finish up the run running more steady and seeing how good your body feels. See how fluid you feel, how efficient and economical you feel. That's the key when we're training the brain. See you next time.